if you're a kid out there and you're like in your teens and you are afraid of what's going to happen when you turn 22, 25, 21, in your 20s, when you turn 18 even, it's okay. I was very scared too. And I'm 22 right now and I'm turning 23 in about 2 days. And I'm lost as fuck. I'm lost. And what's really bothering me is that my perspective of being lost is really the crucial thing that is making me feel more agitated, more irritated, more afraid. And when I was 16, when I was 10, when I was 5, whatever, when I was just younger, I was okay with not knowing what was going to happen when I grew up. I had this feeling in my heart where it was just like everybody around me wanted me to have a plan. Everybody around me told me that I had to do this in order to be successful, I had to do that in order to be happy. They told me that they paved my family, my friends, my environment, my school, everything around me paved my personality. And they put me in a box without me knowing and without them knowing either. And over the years of trying to fit into that box and doing the right things, something inside me told me that all of it really is not going to matter, because there's going to come a point in time in my life where I'm really going to step in into who I want to be, at least step in into the path of embarking on a journey of actually figuring out who Sharif is, what Sharif wants, what are the assets that I can provide, and what are the things and gifts that the universe has given me that I can share with other people without having other people tell me about it either. And now that I'm 22, turning 23, man, it's like I'm in this moment in time. I feel like this grueling feeling that I am not where I'm supposed to be. And I'm sure you're feeling the same thing. No matter if you're a teenager thinking about being 20 or if you're 20 thinking about being 30. You see, when I was a teenager, the people that I looked up to and the people I surrounded myself with were always older than me, because I took on this identity of having an old soul. It was part of me. I didn't feel like I could fit in with people that were my age. And it's not like I did it on purpose, but it was just the way it was. I always felt like everywhere I stood, I was meant to be somewhere else. Even if I stood in a place where I was in the right zone, I was zoning in, and I was in the right frequency, pretty soon after the high went down, it always felt like, yeah, I'm supposed to be somewhere else. And I still don't understand that feeling completely right now. It's not really what I want to talk about. That's not the topic that's coming to my mind. There isn't really a topic either. I just want to tell you that you're not alone. I'm over here filming a YouTube video. I'm talking to a camera and I want to connect to somebody that I want to connect to you. I want to tell you that, like, you're not alone. I'm very much in a place where I don't know what's next for my life. But come to think of it, I never really knew what's next for my life. But for some reason, right now, with the expectations that really I'm putting on myself, I can't blame anybody else. That's not going to be constructive. the expectations that I put on myself is really what's causing this feeling of pulling and pushing, this tension in my soul, this tension in my heart, this tension in my mind. And it's becoming like, once again, how I felt at one point in time, where all of those three things were completely separate. And they are: mind, heart, soul, body. They're separate things, but the alignment and the perspective of it all, it's not feeling aligned right now. And it's a journey. Sometimes it feels it is, sometimes it isn't. But when it does feel aligned, I tend to, I don't know if you can relate, but I tend to like get caught up in that high of like, wow, man, this is feeling aligned, man, and it's feeling good. And I just want to share it with people. And I want to use that feeling, that high feeling. I want to use it up. I want to use it to finally function in a way, finally use it for creativity, or use it for anything that has anything to do with the world. And it's just like, once I do that, once I turn the other cheek and I start getting lost again, then instantly I can get distracted. And then all these other identities come my way, and they say, oh yeah, man, you are inconsistent, you are not motivated, you are depressed, you are anxious, you do not have the ability to talk to people. And all these things start coming little by little by little, until I spiral all once again, and then I just completely burn out. And then my thoughts become reality. And then it becomes really scary. Because it's like, when I don't understand the difference between my thoughts and reality, that's when things can really fly off the handle, you know? But purpose of making this video is to speak my mind again, and to sit down in my room, sit down in a place where I'm comfortable. And I don't want to take a risk, and I want to change. And I want to help the world. I want to help people that watch this, because there are a lot of things I want to share with you. And I will continue to strive for authenticity and vulnerability, because that's the only thing that makes me gravitate towards that person. That's the only thing that makes me actually listen and absorb what that person might be saying. Is when somebody is willing to be real and authentic. Is when somebody is willing to be vulnerable. And I've kind of lost my way, you know? I've lost my way with that. I've been a little bit hesitant to open up my heart. And yeah, just open up my heart and be vulnerable. Because the only way that I'm going to help other people is by doing that. It starts with me. And if you're watching this, it starts with you. So just know that you're not alone, king and queen. And yeah, I things will be okay. Things will be okay. I'm 22 and I have no idea what the fuck but I still haven't figured it out, man. So if you're 16 or a teenager or whatever age you are, just like how I was when I was 10 years old watching FouseyTube, and he was going through all of these things and he was just being vulnerable. And I learned from the people that were talking about how they were really feeling, and they were my age now. You know, like how they were my age, how they were 22 or, you know, in their 20s. So it's my turn, you know? It's my turn to be honest and not not pretend like I got like a, I'm not a guru, I'm not a spiritual guru, I'm not a fucking like, I don't have like a course, I'm not a motivational speaker, but I am a human, and I do have one thing that nobody has, which is my story. And so do you. So whatever it is that you feel like you've been neglecting for yourself, could be something very, very small. Today it was something simple like going to the gym, you know, and finishing my homework. I had one assignment, you know, and just not procrastinating like I usually do. Because yeah, man, it's 8 o'clock p.m. and you know, I didn't procrastinate as much as I would usually do. So I'm feeling good, and gave me time to actually like do what I want to do, which is talk to you. Really, like I need to be comfortable with this. If I don't continue to do what I'm doing right now, I'm gonna be out of it, and I'm gonna be comfortable. I'm uncomfortable. And stagnant, you know. So whatever it is that you didn't do today, don't beat yourself up. Take it one step at a time and reflect and realize that you're a human being, man. You're a human being. And this is a really strong statement, but I don't think any of us really have it figured out. I don't think any of us do, man. So let's play together and let's pretend like we can figure shit out together. And let's see where it takes us.